So you are growing up, and as you're growing up, you don't realize how deep the whole concept of initiation lies or goes. Like, you think you know, but do you really know? See, that's the question. See, that's the indoctrination. Okay, so that's the greatest story ever told. So that's the Bible. That's the title. That's the the mindsets. A group of people, a group of people's souls who communicate a certain way, a soul tribe. So they are sharing values. They are sharing virtues. They are sharing principles. So that soul group, it's a group of spirits, a group of people, and a group of people or a grouping can either be a family, acquaintances, enemies, okay? So those are enemy groups. So anything that falls under groups will have to apply into the metaphysics, the terms and conditions or the thoughts and feelings, the logic, and the not so logical, the belief, which has created a language, something they can all agree on, a language. So a language is agreeing on to so many things. Not everything, but you speak my language. When you meet people, that is what you tell them. You tell them, you speak my language. So a language is not necessarily what you are saying. We don't have to speak the same language, but we can get along because we have many similarities. We have many practices that the terms and conditions are agreeable to our terms and conditions. A group, a family, related to, these will be your relatives. That is why you have relatives. You are related to something you are agreeing to. It doesn't mean they are your parents. Okay? If your own mother and father are not your spiritual parents, you just came through them. That is why you can have a different blood group from either your mother or father. Meaning you can't even share blood, but you came through them. That is your child, but the child has different age, blood type to even the mother or the father. The father is A, the mother is B or AB or O negative or O positive or B or CD or J. And the father is also different to the child. That's a different blood type. Blood type. So we are all sharing the same blood, the same floods, the same blood, the same floods of water, consciousness, stars. Okay? Mnazitanga constellations, sijui akina Andromeda. So all these, look at it like we are inside the weather cycle. Okay? Like we are inside a dark hole. We're in the middle of a storm. So we live in the middle of a storm. Like to give it words that they have created, they have given it name terms like galactic. So we are like a galactic storm. I'm trying to use their language to try and make what they have created a language for that here, because that is not even what it is. But it's like a cloud of consciousness that you get trapped in, aka initiated education, indoctrination, religion, um, all the way to even have, we come up with words like a tribe called quest na vitu kama hivyo. How we create the tribes, to have tribal wars, to have tribal kings, to create kingships and queenships and kingdoms. Now, so apart from the language that is used, there is witchcraft, or for the good cause, it's magical thinking that people have agreed to as a collective. So this is the collective that are more on the healing collective. So we have healing collectives, we have connectives, that's a healing, that's a feeling. Okay, so that's a feminine. So that is from the mother, the maternal mother, that feeling, or what you call Mombi, or what you call Eve. Okay? The 70%. Because even when you go to the Bible, it says that the boy is a third, Kenyo, a piece. So that's 30%. So the 70% is the feminine, the mother, the Mombi, the M, that wave. Now, so now you are growing up and you are in school, so you are participating in games that you don't know. So these games, by far, by teacher to the soul, so they make you do, it's not what you are saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you are doing, it's how you are doing it. There's a mechanism. So they make you do these songs, by far, by baby, by. So you are doing rituals that you have no idea, spells. So it's not what you are saying, it's how you are saying. So when you understand that language, you don't even have to be speaking the same tongue, but you can know when something is not going okay. Or you can tell that this tone is harmonic. So when you hear someone humming, so this is how your grandfathers used to do their hummings, their rituals. Ate ukawanywa turaga aigete tomoko na thutha no one knew the words. You didn't know the words. He was just humming. So those kind of languages. So whether you add a consonant or you don't, those are chants, those are hymns, those are ohms. That is the language of the gods. So based on the intention of the hum and him and he and hey and ho and you, okay, those angels, those Mike Angel, those Gabriels, those Nimrod, those Uriel, that Zadakel, all those angles, the 144,000, okay, all those angles, aka 144,000, or all the spokes inside the 12 zodiac systems, all the angles, okay, all the angels, all the archangels, all those lights, those Elohims. Nasikia mtu anaitwa Elon Musk anaweka satellites kwa space. Nasikia mtu anaitwa Elton John and he has to be seen He's a great light. He's an Elton John. Elton John. Elon Musk. Those lights. Those archangels. Those bloodlines. Those blood types. Those consciousness waters of that Elohim. Michael Elon Musk. Elton John. Prince L. Michael L. Jackson. All those shining lights. Or group of consciousness waters that are walking amongst you. You are angels too. What's your L? What's your light? What's your, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. What is your light? What is your light? Do you shine your own light or you shine other people's light? Now, forget about that. So the reason they made you do these games in school, beating your chest, cupping your chest by so, by pa, by me, by papa. So they were making you do rituals that were giving you physical. You are performing physical body spells on yourself that trapped you. Physically, trapped your bodies physically in some thoughts and forms that are like being de-engineered. Venye mnasemanga ati DNA. You know how you say that they can put a chip inside you. So the chip was not physical. That's how they put chips inside you. You already have chips inside your bloods. The chip, you'll be buying the chip. The chip is already inside you. Those are the plugins. What do I mean? Now, when you go to the, let me show you what I mean. When you go to the yoga people, when you go to the eastern side of healing, where you heal by cupping, kikombe inachukuliwa inawekwa kwa mgongo, they take away the air, okay, cupping technique with candles, that cupping healing. Now, the cupping healing, how they do it in the physical, should be done in reverse, because you shouldn't be taking out, you should be adding, because you're adding the healing energy. Okay, so it is about adding, not taking. To heal, you have to add. You have to have more awareness around that to make it light. To make that light, or to make light of that situation or circumstance. Now, pay attention. So, in this eastern side of medication, you have heard of cupping. So, cupping, clapping, even how we started clapping, there's how you are sending energy across that goes into your subconscious, your feelings, your feminine side, and creates a feeling of appreciation. Maybe you don't appreciate, but when you clap, you appear to be appreciating, so you are faking it. So that's the vibration you are sending inside yourself. You are faking it, vibration, because this is a witchcraft and ritual. Now, so, for example, if you need to heal your heart, they have cupping methods they use to heal your heart. So, for example, you cup this hand, you tap, unatap yo mara, however times they tell you how to tap. So you tap that many times, you tap on the right elbow that many times, then you tap on an armpit that many times, then again on the other armpit that many times, and you do that 9 times. So everything 9 times, and that heals you from any disease that you have of the heart. You don't need to go for heart surgery. You don't need to, it heals your heart, and you can even do it now even if your heart is not sick. That is how you heal a heart. You have a broken heart, that's how you heal a heart broken with magic. Okay? It's a physical thing where you tap you cup it, cup, you're sending you are cupping, you are sending some energy into that joint. Those many times you are told, 9 times, you go to the other side, 9 times, you go to the underpit, 9 times, you go to the underpit, 9 times, and you repeat that 9 times. And you are healed. Or your heart is restored. That's a physical thing that you can do now. If that's a physical thing that you can do that is proven, you can even find it on YouTube. Kimaliza hii, get on YouTube and tap cupping for heart healing. Cha kushinda hapa ukiharibu pesa hospitali, it's on YouTube. You just don't know what to Google. Okay? Tap into your energy. The witchcraft is digital. It's even on your internet. But it's just that you are stuck on one side of the wiki. Oh, you know my culture. Oh, because I don't even know what you're speaking for. What L you are representing. You have no idea. That's why you are triggered even by this life. Because this is not for you. Now, if that is possible for the healing part, then also to trap your mindset, they have those. So before you do any games, the games that you used to do by 4 by 4 by each other, who made the game? And did you know what you were doing when you were practicing that? If you go to a parade in a school, you are going to a parade. What does the parade represent? The word parade. What is to parade something? To parade means to pay attention to something, a flag. So you're in school, primary school, you are still being indoctrinated into going to a flag. You think it's a flag that you don't even know the concept behind the flag. Because a flag is someone who has marked a spot, and it's not you who marked the spot. The spot was marked. You are given a piece, a country. You are given a piece of the pie. The pie was already cut. It's just who was willing to plant their flag wherever they wanted. So they were planting their flag, the British in Kenya. The French were planting their flags. Okay, these are families. These are L's. Elton Johns, Elon Musk, Michael Jackson, Prince L. All those L's, okay, they are marking their territories. Many L's. Okay, many Michaels. Many archangels. So now, when you realize all those mechanisms are real, then you can imagine the concept and the depth they can go to make sure that they cement that thing. So you have almost zero idea into the lengths they go into to continue the takeover. That is, even now, you don't even think it's a thing when they take you the seed. It's not even your seed, it's the seed, and patent it. So they are still taking over. The taking over didn't stop. You thought it was about land. No, it's about everything. You have no seed. The seed is patented already. And no one is stopping you from patenting your own seed. No one is stopping you. So instead of trying to tell them they are taking our seeds, start patenting your seeds, the ones they haven't yet. Otherwise, you cannot win saying it's my. You have nothing to show. You have no seed bank of your own. You don't even care about the seed that you pretend to care about. You don't care. You're eating fruits with seedless. Okay, so you don't even know what you're fighting for. So they give you the fight. They even give you the fight so that it can make sense for them to counter that, to give back to themselves. Okay? So you don't even have an idea on what that is that you are protecting, that you are standing for at a Tuko parade. So there's a flag, a parade. You know that if you go, you are taking someone to the court when they have been accused of doing something, ni lazima wapange parade. Unasikia umeenda police station, unasikia watu wakuje parade hapa, wakuje wafanye parade. So a parade involves to be identified or identifying to something. So you have always identified to that government because you are a colony still under the 13 colonies. So that is why the American flag will have all those 13 stars, the 13 colonies that run the world, esoterically speaking. Okay? So you are run under one of those colonial things. Coronation, order of coronation, colored nations, na vitu kama hizo. So, and how you know is, for example, there are those who came with war and guns. So this will be the British na vitu kama hizo. Then there are those who came very cleverly with treaties, like the French. The French preferred treaties. The French, they preferred, instead of shedding blood, their magic was more into treaties, into more binding. Always finding a way to put in a clause. Always finding a way to manipulate the thing they create. Remember, they are the people who have created it. It's not you, Anglo-Flaxon, whatever. It's not you. It's their thing. It's their French. It's their. Those are their terms and conditions, not yours. You don't have yours. So they can keep changing those whichever way they want. They keep changing the rules. Every time you become smart, they change the rules. So every time you became smart, on the other side, the war, the guns, they had to stop the guns. They had to find a way to conquer you more. Education, indoctrination, those songs I was telling you, bye, baby, bye, Sina to the song, bye, kai, bye, bye. No, you don't know what you're saying. You think it's a children's song. It's not. Capping body rituals that you can do to heal have counter, where now you are stuck by witchcraft into a certain way of thinking. You indoctrinated yourself without knowing as a child, because your parent didn't know better. Your parents should have told you, or they should have shown you their songs. But they couldn't, because they were also being taken over. There's something that is already always taking over, but now you're awake now. Now, don't let it happen now on your watch now. In a new world, the world will be, by January 2025. In fact, it's January 25, 2025. The world will change for what you think it is now. Nothing will change physically. It will be here. Those who will still be in this world, like things will still look the same way. Your house will still look the same way. The virtues and principles will still, but the world will have shifted. And if you don't shift the world with the world now, if you don't do the upgrade, now you become the one to be taken over. So now the carbon credits, it's about your trees, it's about your land. Now you can no longer graze. Now the Maasais can no longer have cows. So it's always taking from you. Now you cannot just move. So you have smart cities. You don't even have the permission to travel. They are going to make it so expensive. You can't leave your town. Wacha saizi mnalia mafuta. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in fuel. No. Remember, your puppets in parliament will start passing clauses that will make you pay to go or drive into another county. You have to understand how the world works. And that's coming, so that you can always be prepared. But you never see this coming. So, as you are busy, distracted with Mulima and all these shenanigans, they are throwing in bills like you'll be now required to pay to drive into a different county. Just the same way you see in the West. So they are going to sneak away to whichever county you reside in, unachukua number plate za hiyo county. So if you live in Kiambu, the counties are placed in a red Kiambu. Ndio ukiingia county ingine, Nairobi, na hizo number plates, you are charged. And it's charged on a higher levy ukilipa insurance sasa wewe. Ukilipa parking. So ukiingia tu Kiambu, parking nasema wewe ni wa Nairobi, you are paying a little bit higher, or vice versa. So these are the things you should be knowing. Those are the bills that they are sneaking. So read the bills between the lines. Nasemanga, the devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. Do you go through the details of the things they are passing? Or do you go with the deception that tunataka kuongeza bei. So when you fight that, there are other clauses that have allowed those bills to be snuck in and passed into law. Before ilikuwa law lini? Amukumbukangi ile bill ilipitishwa, amukusoma kipengele BC na vitu kama hizo. Anyway, forget about that. Now that we are here, of course, being a Tuesday is all about reparenting Tuesdays. That was just a disclaimer, some spiritual disclaimers, okay? So the songs you did in school, the songs you just jump into, the games mlikuwa mnachora chini unarusha mawe unafanya, you are doing a ritual that you have no idea about. And the words you are saying was not about the words, it is what you are chanting. So the question is, where are your games? Was there anything spiritual that was found in your child games that was helping you not be overtaken? Did you have your own rituals and spells in those children's games that you have abandoned to go for the new indoctrination without doing that? You're even doing it in the physical as a ritual and spell. The same way you do rituals and spells as prayers every Sunday, while the Bible tells you to keep holy the day of the Sabbath. You don't even do that. You still go to church on a Sunday. So you are walking backwards always. And that's just a small example. Just the fact that you go to church on a Sunday. That's you walking backwards. And you know it because it's even in your book. It's about the Sabbath. So what are you practicing? You're just asking, so what are you practicing now? Doesn't that sound like something totally different from what you are reading from? But that indoctrination goes deep. Rituals and spells. Now, we will all be triggered in life. And shout out to everyone in the comments. You know, sometimes I miss going spiritual, so this is me just being me. So you know what I'm saying. So don't judge. That's one of my commandments. Thou shalt not judge me. Okay. Yeah. Even your Bible tells you, thou shalt not judge. So I'm just making my commandments around your commandments. Thou shalt not stand by as bystanders stone me. That's my commandment. So shout out to everyone in the comments. Now, sometimes unajikuta unashindwa. Ama unasikia mtu amekuambia, mazee umekuwa triggered. Mbona hiyo kitu imekutrigger hivyo? Ni ati ukatriggered, he got triggered. So he erupted into some emotions and feelings that were unseen or people are not prepared for. So he shouts, he bangs doors, he breaks utensils in the house, he calls you name, he lashes out, he beats your mother, she beats your father. There's physical violence. So you are feeling trapped. You're feeling trapped. So the question is, what is that trigger? If it has triggered you being trapped, I'm trapped in this relationship, I'm trapped in this situation and circumstance. If that is that thought and feeling, if for a man it has to be a thought, your thinking is trapped. You are having trapped thinking. Okay? It can't go anywhere. Can't roll a dice. Okay, so you feel trapped in life. You have no escape. So that whole situation, this is what it's reminding you of. It's reminding you of a time where you couldn't say no. So there was a time when you were growing up where you couldn't say no. Okay? So you are pressured into that thing. You are forced to do something. So you are a child, you are forced into child labor. Because as a child, you're not supposed to be working like that, okay? So you are forced into an indoctrination, a religion, because these are your parents, okay? Because you are being forced to do something you don't want to because no one consulted you. No one asked you whether they should take you to church. No one asked you whether they should take you to the mosque. No one asked you, so you are forced to. Or you are pressured by the parents you came through because they were indoctrinated, because you fell through them. Okay? So that event of feeling trapped That is what it reminds you. So every time you are feeling trapped in anything, every time you are thinking is trapped, it's minimal, it's not going anywhere. So all that is reminding you of some trauma, of a time you couldn't say no. You are forced to do so many things. You are pressurized. You are forced to. You couldn't say no. Even if you do want to do something, you couldn't say no. Because there were figures, whether they are parent or who cares. But those figures forced you to do something when you didn't want to do it. You have to heal from that. Because it's reminding you of a time you couldn't say no. And you were not born to say no to anything. So that's one of your natures that you fell into. That you can't say no. You fell to a position you couldn't say no. You can't say no to anything. You can be trampled. You can be smashed. You can be mistreated. You can be abandoned. You can be all those things because you can't say no. So it's like a mirror. It's a reflection to you. It's a reminder of a time you couldn't say no, maybe when you were growing up, but it's a previous day reflection of you going through life now and you still can't say no. You still can't say no to being abused by your parents. You still can't say no to be abused by your cheating boyfriend or girlfriend. You still can't say no to, in your world though. I'm talking about your world. Okay, those are not my words. I'm not in that world. Okay? I have enough spiritual discernment to overlook things because I look for the spiritual good thing about that thing. Okay, I'm not looking for the demonic, the falling. I'm looking for the where to grow my wings at, or where we can grow wings together. Birds of a feather flock together. Shout out to the ding ding. When you have high thoughts, it's like ding, birds of a feather fly together. Facebook notification inakuja na confirm iko sawa. So every time we are looking at triggers that you have. That was one trigger where you feel trapped because there's many triggers. You can be triggered because someone cannot understand you. Okay? You feel misunderstood. Mimi hakuna kitu nasemanga mnanisikiza. Mimi hakuna kitu nasemanga nasikizwa. Hati udojuga amoiguaga. Didage sokera. Those kind of things. You feel misunderstood. So you are always triggered. Niki didage you are. Always you feel you are misunderstood, so it triggers you. Ate, tasokera rege. Ebu rudia tena umesema nini? Ebu umesema nini? You feel misunderstood, so you want to make it understood. So all these are triggers. Remember, all these are triggers. So me, I'm showing you the triggers and where they are coming from. Then you can go heal. That's the only thing I can do. I take you to the river. I show you how to make a cup. Now go drink if you want. If you don't want, ukae. It's none of my business. My work is just to take you to the river. Okay? Rivers of Eden. Saizi ndio tunakunywa. Get your cups ready. Get your chalice ready. No puns intended. Now, so every time you feel misunderstood, nashindanga nikiambia mam, ama nashindanga nikiambia mama hii vitu staki, nashindanga nikiambia mamangu, you feel misunderstood, nikigitumaga adide gisokera. You know what I'm saying? That event of feeling misunderstood shout out to the waters of Eden. No puns intended. So that event is reminding you of a time when someone made you feel manipulated. Or that in the past, someone was twisting your words. So, any trigger where you feel misunderstood, Ati umesema nini? Ujasikia venye nimesema? Ujasikia venye nimesema? Wait, pause, wait. That's not my language. I sound like I'm being misunderstood. Yes, you sound like that. Okay, so what is this? So this is an event that is reminding me of a time when someone made me feel manipulated. Or they were intentionally twisting my words. So in the past, someone was intentionally twisting my words. What I said, he would twist the words. Whatever I said, they would twist the words. Whatever I said, they would twist the words. So this could have been someone who was gossiping. And it was your parent from a young age. So whatever you said, they would twist the words. Auntie, mom, nataka kuenda kwa auntie. Then your mama twists the words. Unaenda kwa auntie yako kufanya nini na ni mubaya? Pay attention. Nakwambianga trauma it goes deep. Sini parenting. Unajua mimi kurudisha pale nyuma. Almost to your back to your mama's ass. Hapo I take you back to birth where you started hearing those things. So at a young age, there's a time when you felt manipulated. Mom, nataka kwenda kwa auntie. Auntie yako akupendi, kaa kwenyu. So your words were twisted intentionally because that was not your relationship with your auntie. Remember, who adult ndiye anakucreatea the relationship. So you have always felt misunderstood. So even today, ukisikia tu, yeah. Nasemanga nini hapa? Nasema, pause. Why do you sound like you are misunderstood? Pause. It's not about them now. This is a self-reflection. You need to heal. Hapa, kuja hapa, come. This is reminding you of a time when someone made you feel manipulated. This is a time when someone was twisting your words. So it's not about them who was twisting your words. Look into your life today, unakuta your words are still being twisted by your mom. Ate joki araugire na ndugite ogwo tiguo waugire. Wathire muci ukiuga, hey mom, guku ri. Hey. Na tukwenda tunyitane tugure itangi ria mai. Your words are twisted. Joki araukire guku aratiga atunyororania tutakoragwo na itangi ria mai. Arokite gutuinira ria kwako na itangi rinene. So your words were twisted intentionally. Shit goes deep. Niwaambia shadow work. You don't have to be lazy. Shadow work haitakangi mtu lazy. You have to spot these triggers. So you see, a trigger is a good thing. Used the right way. You use the trigger in the wrong way, you trigger other emotions, you trigger things that can explode. Vitu kama hizo. So a trigger is a very good thing for you because it's supposed to make you heal. You're supposed to heal through your triggers and smile through it, aka go through that situation, aka do your shadow work and heal. You can be triggered, something, you feel like you are bad. You haven't done anything wrong, but you feel like you are bad. Like, you do kitu kidogo and then you go feeling, aki hapo nimefanya biba. No, wait, hold on. What do you mean? You feel like you are bad. That's not your feeling. No, you are amazing. You are amazing. So what would make you feel like bad? That's not yours. So you are swimming in other people's water. Those are not your thoughts and feelings. Okay? There's bad as a virtue and principle, but it's not your virtue and principle all the time. And considering the spelling of the word is not something you want to be in. You don't want to be bad, or you don't want bad things to happen to you. So every time you felt like you are bad, that energy of bad. So this event should remind you of a time when parts of you were unacceptable and wrong. So in moments where you feel this again, you go into a protection mode. So every time you feel like you are bad, it's not that, it's just that you are going into a protection mode now. Why? Because the event is reminding you of a time when parts of you were unacceptable. So someone said you are ugly as a child and you picked it up. So there were parts of you are unacceptable. Maybe the only reason you are acceptable now is because you have money. So there were parts of you that were wrong and unacceptable. You are another tribe's child. Babako alizaa na Mkalenjin. The nonsense that you have here of separation, tribalism, black and white. So a child that at some point felt unacceptable, the mulatto syndrome. Okay? Hawa wanasemanga I'm not the mnajua tu, aka I'm neither he she. I don't even have an identity. Now I'm trans something. So that is an event of a time when parts of you were unacceptable. Not to you, see wewe. No, there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing wrong with you. It's just that those parts were unacceptable and wrong. So aka, even when you were born, your parents started saying, I wish it was a boy. So you grew up where your parents even used to dress you as a boy because to them, they wish they had a boy. So you are mothered. You see how shit goes deep. You are mothered. You are spoiled. But the parent is being reminded of parts that are unacceptable and wrong. So every time you feel that today, you go into a protection mode. And that protection mode is that which makes you feel like you are bad. Every time you ukifanya kakitu nasikia ki I'm bad. No. It's pause. Hold on a minute. Hold on. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You're just in the wrong waters. So that is a reminder. You feel like you're bad, you're like, hey, pause, I'm not bad. Okay, so this is an event that is reminding me of a time when parts of me were unacceptable. Usipite hapo. Parts of me were unacceptable. So nini imenitrigger? Why does these people or whatever this thing make me feel like unacceptable? So what is this thought and feeling that makes me feel less of myself so that I can walk through it? Because there's nothing wrong with me. I'm acceptable and right. So I don't have to keep going into protection mode. I am that I am. That which you are. Whatever snake you are or angel, who cares? I'm just the messenger. You take your message. Okay? You take your message. So we have so many triggers. As well as Isha. You feel unheard. Kuna time watu kusikiza. Just reminds you of a time when you wasn't used to be heard. So you are reacting in ways that would make sure you are heard. Because in the past, it was always ignored. So every time you feel unheard, every time, whatever you say, they are not, these are members of the family or whatever terms and conditions, whatever relationship you have, whatever it looks like, but you are feeling unheard in that relationship. You are being reminded of a time when you were not heard in the past. Every time you feel unheard, remember, it's not you. It's a time when you wasn't heard, wewe. So you are reacting in a way that would make sure you are heard. Because in the past, it was ignored. Sichuka umeshika. Do you have to say it again? Every time you are triggered, and the triggering is you feel unheard. Even when you say it, you know, no one really is gonna, you know. Hata ukipost, you feel unheard. Hakuna mtu atasoma, hakuna mtu atacomment. That is a reminder of a time when you was not heard in the past. So you are reacting in ways that would make sure you are heard, because in the past it was often ignored. That's even why you are feeling unheard today. Okay? So every trigger you can learn from and get through. Let's say you are being triggered and your trigger is jealous. So you have the jealous spirit, yani unakuanga na wivu, yani wivu ni mbaya. So every time you are jealous of something, it doesn't matter what, and jealousy is a good thing if used in the right way. Everything has a yin and yang, but every time you have felt jealous, just understand that the trigger is of a time when you felt insecure. In the past, there's a time you felt insecure in the past. So the jealousy, when you feel jealousy for something, understand, oh shit, this is reminding me of a time when I felt insecure because of unconscious beliefs that I'm not good enough, or unconscious belief that I will not be loved. So it's not the jealousy that is the problem. No, that's a trigger. That's like finding a gold mine. Ukisikia tu uko jealousy of something, mazee, because there are some languages that don't exist in my world. Even now I'm trying to really remember, like, how does it feel like to be jealous? Hata ikuji. I think I have to define what does it mean to be jealous, because it's no longer in my vocabulary. So for teaching purposes, like every time you have felt jealous or you felt jealous, that is an event that you are being reminded of a time when you were insecure. And why were you insecure? Because of some unconscious belief that you are not good enough. So even as you are growing up, you felt you are not good enough. The people, your parents, the people surrounding you, never made you feel like you are good enough. You are never good enough for anything. You amount to nothing. Mtoto sijui ni nini mbaya na yeye. Mtoto alizaliwa. Those are the words you grew up in. That you are not good enough. That you will not be loved. Nani atapenda mtoto kama wewe now? Who's gonna like a child like you? Who's gonna be like, who's gonna be proud of you like this, the way you are leading your life? Those were spells now. So every time you are jealous, remember, oh shit, there were spells in my subconscious of a time when I felt insecure because of the belief that I was not good enough. Sasa ulizaliwa, mtoto umelelewa hapa bila baba, utakuwa aje? Mwana utari ithe. Ukura atia we mwana utari ithe. Mtoto bila baba atakuwa aje kwa hii boma? Mtoto bila mama atakuwa aje? Ule mtoto ananga mamake. So those were unconscious belief that you are not good enough, or that you are not fit to be loved. How does the world remind you? Every time you feel jealous. That's a trigger. Every time ukisikia tu ka jealousy kamepita kwa roho yako, chua unakumbuka, oh shit. Oh, I need to do some affirmations. I need to do some affirmation. So it's time for me to feel secure now. Now you can walk even more straight. Okay, you are countering that witchcraft. Now you are walking more straight. Now you are confirming you are secure. Hata mara hiyo unaweza ingia mahali utisha chai. Wewe, weka chai na bajia. I'm secure, I can pay this team. I'm reversing this witchcraft. I believe that you are not good enough, or that you won't be loved. Ukifeel jealousy too easy, you jump into your mattress. I am loved by the world. My children, my people love me. Every time I see, you do affirmations immediately. Counter that demon. That jealous. Ama ujaona ujaona Elohim mahali, ujaona Elohim. Ujasikia Elon Musk hapo, ujasikia Elton John, ujasikia Michael Jackson, ujasikia Jelalse hapo, ujasikia si ndio? Ujasikia the 144, wewe ujasikia. Now, let's say you feel foolish. So something happens and you're feeling like a fool. That is a trigger to a time when you are shamed for not knowing something. Okay? In the past, when you are shamed for not knowing something, it's today's world, the trigger being you feeling foolish. So it has got nothing to do with you nilikuambia. No, these are patterns. Patterns. Look at the patterns you follow. Look at the patterns today, how you are raising your children. You like shaming your children. Kuja hapa unakojoa kitanda hapa. Kuja hapa niambie jirani. Nani huyo anashinda akijipupuia? Kuja hapa toto. Imagine huyu mtoto bado ananyonya. It's subconscious. They are saying that, but they are shaming you. Because they are shaming you for not knowing something. You didn't know you are not supposed to poo-poo. How would you have known when you were a child? And you always had someone clean your ass from the day you came into this world. So as a child, how would you have known you are not supposed to be poo-pooing? So there was no tender loving care when you were growing up. Because your parents don't even know how to parent. They are parenting into this world's nonsense. Poo-poo, oh, you are poo-poo. Baby, you are poo-poo. Let the baby poop in peace. The baby is gonna poop until they are dead. How dare you shame poo-pooing? And poo-pooing is how you give birth. Look at the birds, how they plant the seed. Look at the animals, how they pollinate the savannah. Look at the birds, how they spread the seeds. It's poo-pooing. It's giving birth. Let them poop. Let the children of God poop in peace and wipe their asses. Don't want children who now they are being triggered every time they feel foolish. Because they were shamed for not knowing something or some parts of themselves. Okay, so now their nervous system is stepping in to protect them. So they feel foolish. That's a nervous system stepping in to protect them. Because over time it happened in the past where they were shamed for not knowing something. Mutapona? Mutapona bana. You will heal. Now, let's say you're in a situation una feel no one cares. Inconsiderate. You always feel inconsiderate. No one cares. Waitanga aje hiyo unconsidered. Hakuna mtu kuconsider maneno ya nyumbani kikuja no one considers. You are not considered in anything. So you feel unconsidered. Especially in families. Boss, usikasirike boss. You feel unconsidered. Boss, kuja upone. Come, karibia. Hiyo inakukumbusha a time where you felt irrelevant. It's a time where you felt like you didn't matter. So you are completely unseen. So you are the child in the house who the parents never seem to notice you. Ulikuwa tu. Ulikuwa unakula, unakunia. Unaenda shule unakuja. You felt irrelevant in the family. You felt like you didn't matter. Ni yule mtoto wa Kadevia. Doi Kadevia tiri maundu maigi. Kadevia kananga maneno. Kadevi kata grew up traumatic but Kadevia kananga maneno. Ni Kadev. Mwana sio gieko. Oh, Joroge. Kamau. Ameha uja. Kababati kana keda tidanagiro nakyo sio kimuwe. What? That is a time when you felt irrelevant through whatever brought you up, but you didn't know. It didn't matter. Okay? So it was completely unseen, and so was you. So una pause. If you too marry, I am being unconsidered. Hold your horses. It's not them, it's a reflection. There was a time you felt irrelevant when you were growing up. There was a time they made you feel irrelevant. Somewhere down there, maybe not even in this life. You felt irrelevant. It didn't matter. You didn't matter. So you are completely unseen. You are a nobody. Okay? Those family people who make you feel like you are a nobody in their family. You are a nobody. Sasa huyu ni nani? Nasikia wakiongea. Huyu ni nani sasa mnataja hapa? Usio no leo. Usio mundu wa kuwetwa andu aria angi makigwetwo. What? You felt irrelevant in a previous life. You felt like you didn't matter in a previous life of existence. Maybe just last year. Lazima ikuwe kitambo. Maybe it's just last year. They made you feel irrelevant last year. Okay? They made you feel like it didn't matter your decision just last year. So in the family gathering, you are completely unseen. They didn't consult you on anything. So every time you feel unconsidered, pause. heal. It's reminding you of a time when you felt or were feeling irrelevant. So it has got nothing to do with them. Okay? So understand that getting triggered is a natural, healthy part of the human experience. There's nothing wrong with getting triggered. It's natural. It's healthy. But now they make it feel demonic so that you don't hunt or you don't heal. So unaambiwa why are you so triggered? Yeah. Getting triggered is natural. It's a healthy part of the human experience. So the next time you are triggered, pause and breathe. Noting the sensations in your body like, ako nimekasikia wapi? Eh? Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let your ego create a story. No. Be kind to yourself immediately. Be kind to yourself. Ukiwa triggered, be kind to self. Fuck. Hey, I'm feeling intense things right now. Where? Hey? I'm feeling intense things right now. Now, practice self-soothing. Put your phone down. Umekuwa triggered kwa simu. Go for a breath. Go in a quiet place and breathe. You need to soothe yourself down. You need to heal yourself down. Mimi nawafunza kujiheal. Cha kushinda ukienda kwa mbogo. Cha kushinda ukienda hospitali. No, heal naturally. Self-soothing. Put down your phone. You're triggered. Wacha kukimbia kwa message. No. Go and breathe in a quiet place. Your trigger imekutrigger. It's beautiful. It's natural. It's healthy for the human experience. So the next time you get triggered, pause. Breathe. Notice everything in your body. Notice kila kitu venye umesikia. Mpaka kajasho. Notice kila kitu umekuwa triggered. Now, wachana na ego. Ati ni kwa sababu, it has got nothing to do with you. Si kwa sababu pa huko palienda story. It has got nothing to do with you. No. Where? You are a child of God. You are a gold mind. Wachana na ego. Wachana na ego. Hatutaki story. We don't want a story. Okay? We don't want the mind creating a story. No. Immediately, I just want to be kind to myself. Immediately, I want to be kind to myself. Nimekuwa triggered. I want to be kind to myself. That is the first thing. Hey, I'm feeling shit, man. Ooh, that was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. Hey, I need to practice some self-soothing. I need to put this phone down, go in a quiet place and breathe. Or drive to the forest, take off my shoes, ground myself and chill. Oh my God, I was triggered. And triggers are natural and beautiful and healthy for you as a human being. It's a human experience. It's not you, it's an experience. So your triggers help you heal. Okay? They help you heal. But when you shed your ego, when you don't create a story about it, you felt unconsidered? Yeah, immediately you felt that. Pause, put that phone down. I'll call you back, put it down. Shit, I can't deal with that. Let me go and breathe. Then you realize, oh, it's not me. What is it? Oh, that is reminding me of a time I felt irrelevant. So this is just a trigger that has been sent my way. Oh, the gods are speaking to me. Oh, shit, I need to heal. Oh, man, I have to make sure that people know now that I matter. Oh, shit, I was so unseen. Now I have to be seen. No one can tell me anymore that whatever I'm doing is not the shit. Fuck it. It's what I want to do. I want to do music. I want to do poetry. That's how you heal. That's how you go with your true natural nature, regardless of how it looks. The filtrations of this world, the terms and conditions, you have to look like this to be like this. You have to be there to attain this. And you as the alchemist, you can change that. You are the alchemist, you are the creator, you are not the creation, because as you heal, you are creating a new world. Okay? You felt foolish, so immediately you feel foolish, you're like, shit. This is something I was shamed about for not knowing in the past. Instead of being showed, I was shamed for it. So, I'm not foolish, it's just that in the past, someone shaped me for something that I didn't know. so I was shamed for it. It's not my knee, okay? I was shamed for not knowing something. That's why I'm feeling like a fool. I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool. I felt like a fool. No, I'm not a fool. This is reminding me of me being shamed for not knowing something in the past. And maybe it was just me being a baby. I didn't know where to go and shit. What is happening to my WhatsApp? WhatsApp and my TikTok. Why is you posting? Why is you posting my live? Ni sawa sawa? You get it? So it's not you. It's never about you. And that's how you go through the triggers. They are beautiful. That's how you transmute the energy. You feel jealous immediately. There's nothing wrong with feeling jealous about anything. No, you can be jealous, man. Kuna gari na kupitanga, gari inaweza kupita hivyo wa zamani. You're like, man, that's a beautiful machine. You are being jealous, yeah. Now understand, it has got nothing to do, you motherfucker. Before you judge yourself, understand that in the past you felt insecure because of some subconscious belief that you are not good enough. So it's had to, someone alikuambia, a father, a mother, a parental figure told you that you are not good enough for that. Maybe you are looking at a car and you're like, daddy, angalia hiyo gari. Wachana na hiyo gari wewe, babako anaenda miguu. Oh shit, you believe that. It is an unconscious belief. You believed that. You didn't even know, but you believed that as a child you can never be in such a car because your father figure said so, your mother figure said so. You are a girl, you are growing up, you are like, mom, akiona yule mbona venye amekaa ameoa mtu, wewe unaweza kuolewa na kwa familia kama hiyo? Huku kwenye ushaiona harusi. You believed that subconsciously. Your unconscious believe that you are not good enough to be married by the rich people. So you develop that concept that you can never be loved. And how do you know? Just because you felt jealous about something. The moment you felt jealous is a beautiful thing. Like, fuck, shit, I know. Someone made me feel subconscious in the past that I was not good enough for that Range Rover motherfucker, and that ain't me. That's how you heal. You start doing manifestations for that Range Rover. Now you start even thinking different thought forms. Now it's like you are getting out of a shell. You are breaking out of a shell now. You are growing your wings. You are now from the cocoon into the butterfly. You are making light of that moment. That was not me, because from today, I'm starting my own manifestations, my own affirmations. I'm changing how I'm thinking because I can get that shit also. Transmutation. So instead of creating, because you're only here into this world to do two things. You are here to create or transmute. So if you can create that, you can transmute that energy into you creating something of even more value than that Range Rover, which can be just a mind state that's beautiful and golden. And through that mind state, you can have books, plays, movies, video games created out of that mind state, your own Marvel magic world that you create, your own light, your own imagination, your own Amazon, your own Jumia, your own Virgin Atlantic Airlines, you know that guy, okay? Your own, all those else. So these spells you have been practicing on yourself, some of them you started them so young, through those children games, you didn't know what you are doing. You are being indoctrinated by casting spells on self. When you abandoned your own, but you didn't abandon, it was raped, pillaged, and taken over. You didn't give up your traditions or your culture. No, it was taken over, upgraded, accommodated, altered, converted, squared out, a mason ruler, an architect. Today you are building flat roofs now. Who said you have to build flat roofs if you are still not having your mind taken over? You used to build round houses. How comes you no longer build houses? How comes you no longer have because round just means you are more rounded. Esoterically speaking, the more rounded things you created, the granaries, the more rounded you are, the more right-brained you are, the more you are more into your right brain. Your more creative side now. Okay? Where there's no logic there. It's more magical. But now you're more into longitude, latitude, length. You're more into squares, flat roofs, squaring out the circles instead of you're squaring out the circles instead of circling the square. Atika square. Nanika square. Where did that come from? Nanika square, Naukaka square. Participated in that. Who said? Who came up with that squaring out thing? Who came up with those squares? Those magical squares? Those Saturn magic squares? The 3x3, the 9x9, the cupping 9x9 to heal the heart. So who came up with those squares? You felt like you were bad. That should remind you of a time when parts of you were unacceptable. Your parents they could not tolerate that. Parts of you are too brown. Damn, this kid is so brown. Bitch, where did you get such a black child? Mazee mtoto mazee ni mweusi. Akia mangu mtoto ni mweusi. Parts of you are unacceptable. So today, it's every time you feel like you are bad. That's a trigger. Parts of you are unacceptable when you were born. You were born wrong. You were born a boy instead of a girl. So your father was always saying, so you grew up hearing, some parts of you are unacceptable. So you feel bad. Even today, now you have to apply mukorogo. Now you're on Carolite. Now uko pale town the boys. Nunu asura auntie. You are a big client of whitening things for your skin. Parts of you felt unacceptable. Now you are buying a bat. You are buying an ass. You are buying some plastic boobs now. Now I can't even fuck you now. I'm even afraid of puncturing your boobs now. Because they may be silicone. I can't even spank you the way I'm supposed to because maybe you bought that pair last week. I'm not even sure now if it's real now. Nothing is homegrown anymore. No more homegrown asses for us to spank. No more homegrown boobs for us to squeeze. You're even afraid. Oh shit, baby. You have trauma. Someone made you feel unacceptable. Someone made you feel like you are the wrong child. Baby, you better heal. Don't put no more plastic inside you, bitch. Okay? Now it's like I'm doing half a dolly, half a man. You're full of silicone. I don't even know if your pussy is real now anymore. Every time you feel like you are bad, that's a trigger. When you are growing up, someone made you feel unacceptable. That you are wrong. You are the wrong child. Toto alizaliwa na mjaruo hapa, wewe. Hii ni begu gani mulileta hapa, wewe? Go and heal, child. It has got nothing to do with you. It's a trigger. It's a trigger. Sasa, let's see if you have a question and then we can end this live. So, unajua ni Parenting Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see what you have. Kai, usione mwana. Anase ile mwana hana tago ithetie mwana. Kia uithagia mwana da. We are growing up. And that is what the grown-ups around you are saying as you are growing up. No, kwanza wera gwati, ugikura wera gwati, ati wahana gata wa gwetenda. Even today unaisikia tu even today. Tamaka ugikura mamu wanyu ona ndugatuika mundu. What? Tamaka mamu wanyu gati nginya ugiciarwo atura ugaga nginya uri ugiciarwo nginya uria wenda kumuraga. What? You mean I was that unaccepted? Oh my God, I'm so triggered. I need to heal. I need to heal. I need to self-soothe. Now you go, you chill down, quiet, and you breathe, and you self-soothe. Whew, man, I'm so wanted, motherfucker. I'm a wanted motherfucker. I'm wanted. You know, mnataka mjue I'm wanted. Kwanza leo I'm doing it. I'm doing the reverse. I'm dropping some top dollar, and I'm gonna show the whole fucking world that I'm wanted. You're gonna worship me bitches. Unaingia your club. Shake, shake, shake. Unapewa tu lap dance. Unarusha mapesa. Mazee umeheal. You feel like somebody now. Come on now. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. Go down your language here. Your language ni you create. As long as that thing makes you feel good about yourself, you are healed. So jump on that. What do we call that pole? Jump on that strip pole and dance for me, baby. I'm here to heal. Okay, I'm gonna throw some money on that ass. I'm here to heal. Man, in the past, I was made to feel like I was a nobody. And let me tell you, baby, I'm the somebody. And I got the balls for the mazee unatoa madhao, mazee unarushia msichana hapo, napanda chuma, nafanya soma, mazee. Umepona. Wacha kuenda kanisa wewe. Transmute energy. Become the magicians you are. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Now you are healed. Now you no longer feel like you are useless. Now you no longer feel like you are unheard. So that no longer triggers you. Been there, done that. Sasa nyi mnaenda kanisa wanaume kuombewa. What is wrong with you sasa? How can we help you? Ya JCM, nito kwali ya dauma kanitha. Ya nakupigia simu nikupea kazi. Some lawyer business. Unanitumia message niko kwa kanisa. Sasa nitakusaidia aje wewe? A grown man. Umeenda kutafuta nini huko? To get through to heaven, you have to go through man. You the man. Be the God you're supposed to be. Take charge. Go into your mind. Meditate into self. Find thyself. Heal. Come on now, you can't be a bitch in 2024 as a man because you don't want to heal. No, that's bitching now. That's being a bitch. That's you being too much in your emotions. Sometimes we need thought. Those. Where's your Adam? Where's your masculine? You have to deal with your shit now, man. You have to deal with your shit. And there's no shame in dealing with your feminine. You need to heal. You need to stop getting triggered. Munaacha mizigo chini. Conductor na driver mwezi sikizana. Nikutikania muligo ucio ni we gai we agakia mugatiga muligo wa customer mutumia nikurira gai mwatiga mwe we driver kaka sasa now sasa come on man, logic, think, inua mzigo, maneno ishe. Now you are embarrassing us. Tu vitu tudogo tu, you are watching men being emotional, unashindwa ala, why is this man so emotional? Mbona huyu amekuja kusomea driver wasako kwa line na kimuti kama ni mtoto? Wewe driver no ni umenyeleta muno na ni kumenyana tu ikarania nawe. No man, shut the fuck up. You are too emotional. You can deal with that like men. Wacha huyu driver abebe abiria apeleke Kitengera wherever, akuje muongee. Sasa umekasirisha dereva. Sasa dereva ameanza kupigisha bump. Umemwebisha mbele ya abiria. Na yeye ako emotional. Another boy, another baby boy driving a matatu full of people. Sasa ni overlapping sasa. Ati ukaje hadi gikutika hii gari inaendeshwa na mtoto wa president. Sasa ni kushindana na machine. Little boys with big toys. Who made you feel like you are unimportant? Unaenda kusomea madriver, wewe ni wasako. Unaenda kusomea other men. Now you have emotional men on the streets. Social experiment. Unashindwa now. What is wrong with this society now? What the fuck is this now? As a man, some things don't even need a language. Do your thing. You said you wanted to be a driver. Become the best fucking driver you ever be. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Just do your role. You take one step, God takes the other. That's why we don't grow. Don't go with your guts. Ignore your gut feeling. Now your face is full of acne. Kushuta tu. Unashindanga ukijaribu kutreat sura, uko na pimples, umefungia mshuto. You don't like jumping into your intuition. You don't like to go in faith. You're stuck to the five senses. You can't believe until you see, until you hear, until you touch or smell. Or touch or smell or taste, or whichever. Which is the right hemisphere of the body, which is the left side. The left side of the body, the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. The right side of the body is the organs from the waist coming up. So you can only see to believe. You have to touch or write the left brain. the lizard brain. Logic, wanting to use logic, wanting to use law, wanting to use linguistics, wanting to use latitude, wanting to just logic, no feelings. So you are not tapping into the right hemisphere. You know what I'm saying? So understand is if you do have a beautiful baby, whatever. Let me see if there's anything munasema hapa. Shout out to everyone in the comments. Let me see if there's anything and then we can. Sasa wenye wanasemanga watashikanisha ni sawa. There's nothing I can do. You know, I gave you the message the best way I know how. That's the best way I know how. Sijui nje ingine. Okay? What do I think of Halloween? It's a good holiday for whoever came up with it. It feels good to do that. Let me see if there's a question. PlayStation 5, yeah, keep the flow. Jenga na mudaka. Hey, keep it. Oh, what? Dayo, hey, Jaji. Hey, it's Maina Kageni, your relative. Oh, shout out to Maina Kageni. This is relatable. Hey, this also project as brilliant. This happens more often than not. This more of a a lot of comments. Looking at your minds. Looking at your mind state. This came from your mind. You created this in your mind and put them in a spell that I can interpret as a spell, words. This life was triggered the whole time. Now I can understand how you feel by signs and symbols. We create languages, okay? And you can create your own language. We don't say sad on this page. We transform that sadness. It's sad, but you know, we can turn it around. Dio, baby driver, hill. Hello, do you guide someone? This might be someone very new to this page. If they don't know about the community page, join my community page. On WhatsApp, we have a community page. Or if it's for consultation, you come direct to my WhatsApp. Come to my WhatsApp direct. Come to my DM. It goes down in the DM. My DM. Someone is gonna pin who can pin my number? They have my number. Let them pin my number. We lose their subscription benefits, rules. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Why are you filtering my comment? My community likes it raw. This is a community of raw, like war. Monday Night Raw or War. 0720 803 702. That's my number, my WhatsApp number. 0720 803 702. Should I repeat it? 0720 803 702. It goes down in the DM. That's for consultations only. Yeah, right there. That's the number. Okay, you wasabi. Don't call me before you WhatsApp me. Wasabi. You have to WhatsApp and then I have to know what kind of spiritual space this demon is or angel. I'll be like, oh, okay. So we can tag it along. That's like my email. I don't have to send you to my email. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to Gmail always know what you are up to. Shoot me an email. Someone is listening and watching everything you do. Verify your email. Every time you verify, it collects information, the applications, the terms and conditions you agree to. You don't read between the lines. The devil is in the details. So you are agreeing that every time they have to verify, they take every information in your phone. So verify your email. Everything in your phone is harvested. All the emails, all the passwords, everything. Verify your emails. Everything is taken. All that time is a security breach. And this happened during the Hillary Clinton email leak. Hillary Clinton email leak was the plan to now make you give more information to secure your account, aka give them more space to come in and take whatever they want. Okay? It's in the terms and conditions you agree to. Otherwise, you can create your own Gmail. Do you have your own Gmail? Of course, no, you don't have. What are you going to say? What's your complaint? What's your complaint? Why don't you have your own email system. What's your complaint? Oh, you are slaves. Oh, the same song again. Oh, okay. But I can see Chat GPT can do that now for free. Or you don't want to use Chat GPT, or it's demonic, or it's not Christianity, or okay, you are still the victim. Oh, you are still the victim. Oh shit! Even in the age of AI, you are not even going to use it to try something. At least try. I mean, it's what you have now. At least try something. Who said it's gonna work now? Even YouTube, when it came, it was not paying. At least try. It's here now. We are in the new age. Told you, in a new world. Use AI. Again, Africans, mtabaki nyuma. Sindio mtabaki nyuma. Oh, you are slaves. Oh, children of the Mau Mau. Oh, watoto wa mlima. Again, mnapitwa na upgrade. Stuck on the same distractions. The same politics. Education, business, entertainment, religion, and ni gani nimeacha ni tano. Whatever hiyo ingine mnazijua. Again, upgrade again inawapita tu. Washagwa what? It's a distraction. Shagwa is not your brother. Tell him to send you 500 shillings right now. Right now. 500. Tell him to send you 500 right now. He can't do shit for you. That's a game. And you can't hate the game. You have to actually clap for the game. Because it has to be really clever to create just a system. You have to just respect the game and say, oh shit, I respect the game. I respect that game. I respect the game. I know the mind state one has to be to create that. I know the mind state. I know the mind state. I know those kind of minds that would have to sit and create such a thing. Okay? And games. My brother to the fire, my pa. Now, remember what we said. When you need to heal your heart, 9 times. This is the witchcraft. Cup your hand. Cup it. You have to cup. See flat, not flat. You cup it. Upper. 9 times. You cup the left hand. Upper. 9 times. You cup this. You go under the armpit upper. 9 times. Una change. Una cup. 9 times. Do that whole exercise 9 times. Your heart condition, gone. Your heart, healed. Any condition that was in your heart, seen or unseen, cleanse. That's a whole Eastern practice. While on practicing yoga, that's a whole magical practice to heal your heart. Do have a beautiful Tuesday. Sawa. Ciao, ciao.